have the power. But every night I make a new best friend. And the only problem is like having a good time.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. We are in the darkness. Oh, okay. There we go. Oh, we started in the darkness there. I was nervous. I didn't know where we were heading. But it is Thursday. It is 8:30 p.m. And you know what that means? I see Pluggo right there. I'm JPJ. That means we made it another week. Welcome to another episode of Between Two Beards. News-wise, definitely has been, which is not a bad thing because I feel like a lot of the news lately has been about people losing their jobs and like things like that. So, hello, Parrish. Thank you for hopping in the chat. We're gonna, I know you're usually there to, as you say, stir up some shit. So, yeah. As we sent out the tweets a little earlier, and as Pluggo just said, it is a tad of a slow business news week when it comes to wrestling. So we decided we want to do something a little different. We do have a few things we're going to touch on, and we always incorporate you guys in the chat and the viewers and stuff to kind of dictate what we talk about. But tonight we wanted to have you guys really dictate and like kind of what we're going to talk about throughout the whole night. You got questions? Ask us questions. You want us to do top fives? Ask us top fives. You have draft ideas? Throw the draft ideas in there. We definitely want this one to be a really interactive show tonight so we can kind of talk about what you guys want to talk about. But first and foremost, before we get there, we want to thank RK Athletics for sponsoring us and everything we do here at Love Wrestling. Great group of people there. So go follow them on the social medias if you are looking for some personal training. I know I need some. So if you need some personal training or things of that nature, you will not find any people better, any group better than RK Athletics. So we want to thank them for sure. All right, Pluggo. I feel like I just saw you. I just saw you. Yeah.
Yeah, last night we were war reporting it up, talking AEW.
AEW.
AEW is always good, man. It's always a good Wednesday night. Well, here we are on Thursday. It's been a slow week. What's up, Ed? Joe,
yeah, we got Ed, we got Joe, we got Parrot. Yeah.
It was a slow week. I mean, it was tough. I'm sitting at home all day going, what do we want to talk about? What do we want to talk about? Top five.
Do we just dive into it?
The boss has spoken. You got to kind of go with the boss, right? I'm trying not to get fired. I mean, we were in this all. He's the reason why we are devoid of topics today because he had us in his office for sensitivity training and budget meetings.
I think I can handle top 5 Canadian wrestlers. I think I can do that. I think I'll be okay.
He was here. He was, we had these like morale team building exercises at Spencer's this week. And it's just like, hey, we've got a show to do.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, man. Yeah. So like Joe, like our producer, Mighty Joe said in the chat, get your ideas, get your topics in the chat. This is going to be a really open forum. We're going to chat some stuff. But before we dive into that, and Spencer, we are going to talk about those top 5 Canadian wrestlers. So don't you go.
Isn't it just Bret Hart and that's the end?
No, come on. Come on. The one thing I do want to discuss, there's a few small things. We can address the NXT cuts of last week because that happened on Friday and we had already had our show. So we have really not addressed or talked about them. We don't have to spend a ton of time because I know a bunch of people already have because it was an unfortunate thing that happened. But just get your general. I mean, it's never fun to talk about when people lose their jobs. But what were your opinions when you heard, obviously there were 12 or 13 of them. Like that's way too many people. But the ones that stuck out for me, the two were obviously Bronson Reed. I believe he was the big standout of the whole group because he had just been positioned to, North American champion, and rumors going up to the main roster, like having tryout matches before Raw and SmackDown. Just had a banger of a match the week before to main event NXT with Adam Cole, who's a top guy on the brand. Gone. So that one stuck out to me. And Mercedes Martinez stuck out to me. Because I feel like that's a
pre-release dumb move.
There's no way around it. There's no way around. And Ed, yes, we are going to touch the Keith Lee's video. Those were the two things I had actually written down that I wanted to talk about. And then I was like, all right, let's leave it up to the people that support us every week.
To the people.
To the people. We are men. Baby. I am a man of the people. So that's what
I do got fireworks for fans.
Oh, we got
tonight.
top 5 cool running moments.
Hey!
That might be just the U list.
What?
Cool, there is. Oh, well, looky here. I believe the wordsmith is right. There is something happening on Saturday night at 8 p.m. I think.
Word Slam 2, y'all.
Yeah, and I think you and I might even potentially be making an appearance on that as well. Maybe. We'll see. You're going to have to tune in. It's 8 p.m. Saturday. The first one was amazing. One of the better things I think we've ever produced here at Love Wrestling. So the second one should be even bigger and even better. 8 p.m. Saturday night, Word Slam Part 2.
Is it duh? Is it duh?
I say duh. Is it part 2?
Deuce.
All I remember is the movie Hot Shots Part 2. If you remember that one, that's how I do it. But anyway, tell me about it. What about the NXT cuts? I mean, let's talk about it for a few minutes before we keep going. That's a good one, Paris. Top 5 championship designs. Just
because I get it and I know what they're doing doesn't mean I have to like it. I think they are the company that decided that they didn't want any other company to have any of this talent, so they brought in hundreds of people for no reason other than to spite AEW, Ring of Honor, New Japan, so on and so on. They're like the people that hoard toilet paper during the beginning of the pandemic and then realize, oh shit, what am I going to do with all this? And they just release these people, and it's silly. And if you're a North American champion in NXT, that seems cursed.
Yeah.
Name one of the North American NXT champions that have had a solid run since. Adam Cole.
Yeah, he's the only one.
That's it.
Yeah, he's the only one.
Ricochet.
Adam Cole's the only guy.
Ricochet. We all thought Money in the Bank was going to be his return. Gone. No, I mean, he's not gone, but he's not doing anything. Damian Priest. They still haven't figured out what to do with Damian Priest. Keith Lee. We'll talk about Keith Lee in a few minutes. Velveteen Dream. Gone. Leon Ruff. Gone. Bronson Reed. Gone.
It's like the Madden cover curse, but WWE, the North American title.
Yeah, Johnny Gargano.
Oh, he's been,
he's fine. Sure.
Well, speaking of Johnny Gargano, great news today. Him and Candace having a baby.
That's awesome.
Having a baby. That's good stuff.
I'm all for that.
That's good stuff. Good for them. Yeah, man, it's one of those things, like you said, like, I mean, the more that these things happen, like I know you said, just because I know what they're doing doesn't mean I have to like it. The more that these things happen, the more I think that they don't know what they're doing.
I think they're selling it, or they're either selling it, or they're, just realizing like, oh shit. Now put Kyle's comment up on the screen for me, producer Joe, because he says Ricochet and Priest have a lot of FaceTime. They will have big years. Kyle, buddy. I love you.
Yes, do not accept mediocrity. That is you accepting mediocrity.
Listen, Kyle, for those that don't know, I love Kyle. And Kyle, we are going to have you on this show at some point. We've already discussed it. Me and JPJ, because Kyle is the keyboard player for our.
Oh yes, so, I want him on here.
He is a good dude. He is the power of positivity in the wrestling world. But I'm talking that title is supposed to be a propel you to a bigger deal, and Ricochet's losing on main event. And Damian Priest, Damian Priest still has time. I think Ricochet's gone. I don't think they can save Ricochet. He's amazing. I think as soon as his contract's up, he will leave. I don't think they'll re-sign him. I don't think he wants to resign because I think he's better than this with what they've given him. Damian Priest still has a chance. Kyle, you love to be patient, hold out hope. You hold out hope on that one, brother. I'm just saying the title, the 8 people that have held the title, 2 of them you could say are absolute slam dunks, Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano, and the rest it's like, even Swerve. Swerve is still in the infancy of his title run, and we're not. And Hit Row is amazing, and we all love Hit Row. Got to say it with me, Hit Row. Hit Row. But we're not sure where it's going to go, right?
No.
So we'll wait and see on him. But the rest of them, it's not great.
Not great. All right. Well, the main thing that we saw today that happened was Keith Lee. He released a video. Basically, I think it was titled January Until Now. And it was a video where he basically talked about everything that happened and why he was gone for a while and leading up to it. Some of the things that he said was he contracted COVID, and then he kind of got on people's cases that were kind of giving Mia Yim a bunch of crap, kind of blaming her for him getting COVID and all things like that. And he actually, which
before we dive too deep into that,
yeah.
Can I just say, why is it always like they did that with Alexa Bliss when Bray Wyatt got fired? Why are we always blaming?
They did it with Naomi. They started Naomi.
Yeah, Naomi.
Twitter when Jimmy got his fourth.
Yeah,
like,
why is it always someone else's fault other than? And I'm not in this situation's different, but I'm just saying, like, why are we doing that? Internet wrestling community, calm down.
I have an idea. A lot of wrestling fans, trash. Anyway, but so
except for the people that are
the people around here, we're the positive people. We like wrestling. We like, we want the best for wrestling. Some people, trash. There's no reason. Like Alexa Bliss doesn't have to wrestle on Raw. A couple days after they let Bray Wyatt go, and throughout her whole match here, we want Wyatt chance. Like that doesn't need to. It's not her fault. She wasn't the one that went back there and went, "Hey Vince, can you get rid of this guy?" That didn't happen. So it's that part of it. I will just never understand why people do things like that. But Keith Lee basically said, he got COVID, and Mia Yim, because they are obviously in a relationship together, took care of him. And she contracted COVID because she chose to take care of him. And that's how she had to miss the Royal Rumble and stuff like that, where everyone.
I will not have that slander on the screen. Mr. J is not trash. Mr. J is a fine individual. I love Mr. J.
It's true. I do too. And then he basically said that it was all health related. He was having some heart issues. They noticed things wrong with his blood. And it was to the point where he couldn't even work out because they were afraid that with the heart condition, like he could possibly pass away. So it sounded like it was a pretty serious thing. And he was just kind of waiting for the tests to come back for them to say, all right, you can start working out again. You can start getting back in better shape again. And you can start ramping up to go. And that is what he said was the reason why he was gone and the complications of everything. What do you think about Keith Lee basically breaking the silence? And that's what that's where we're at.
I think it was much needed because there was so many rumors and speculation. And I know we don't particularly like to speculate, especially on someone's health, because that's not for us to talk about. So for him to finally break the silence in a way and kind of let everybody know where he stands and what was going on, I think is awesome, because there was a lot of angry WWE fans and Keith Lee fans saying, why are you using this guy? I mean, I was one of them at one point. I'm like, why aren't we using this guy? Double champ, charisma through the roof. He can move, and they weren't using him. And I thought they just weren't using him just to not use him. So to know that he was having some health issues and he overcame those, and that's Keith Lee's kind of MO. If you ever watched that 24, it was a 24 or some documentary they did with him.
Yeah.
Like he's always like overcoming stuff. And the dude, he laid it all out there. I don't know if he, I'm going to take him at his word. I don't know if he let everything out of the bag that might have been going on, but hey, he gave me enough to say, okay, cool. I'm glad you're back. Let's go. And again, it's not Mia Yim's fault. And big props to Mia Yim for giving up her spots to say, take care of Keith Lee. Like that's impressive, because she could have said, no, I'm going to go do my thing. But hey, I'm glad he's back. I'm glad he's healthy. Hopefully he can start getting back to the spot where he was at. And Kyle over there saying that I still believe.
Yeah, he's saying that he's that level of, he's the next Cena, or at least the Cena blueprint. I
maybe we're not going to have you on this show, Kyle. I'm kidding. No, he could be a big star. I think he has the potential to be a big star. They just need to put him in the right position to do so.
I agree. And when you watch the video, like Ed is saying here, when you watch the video and he says, like, when he's talking about things like he could have passed away and he could have done stuff like that, like that kind of puts everything into perspective. Like, okay, like, you know, maybe we shouldn't be complaining. Like, yeah, we're fans of wrestling. We want to see the guys we like, but like, you know,
Yeah,
if the guy might die, maybe it's okay if he misses a few months.
Yeah, and
you know
as
what I mean?
you know, as a big man, and it hits home. Yeah, these guys and girls and performers are. I don't want to get on this crazy soapbox and go down this rabbit hole of things, but you know, COVID is hitting the healthiest of the healthy, right? Like wrestlers are in peak physical condition, and it's affecting them to the point where they can't be available for, you know, months on end in Keith Lee's case. So like, you know, a guy like me who sits at home all day eating nachos, like this sounds, you know, we should be taking this a little bit more serious as a whole, and you know, mask up, be safe. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, let's go, let's get this over with.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much more to say about that part of it than that, for sure. Oh, the Nacho Man.
Hey,
Pluggo. There you go.
The Nacho Man.
Nacho Man.
I love me.
And as the wordsmith says, he does work for a man who thinks sneezing is a sin. That is true. That is true. Apparently, if you sneeze, you are get out of the office, you weak individual.
I love you. I love me a good plate of nachos as well.
Oh my!
I want some. Like, can I get somebody to bring me some nachos to my humble abode, and I'll be thankful forever.
All right. Yeah. So Keith Lee and the NXT cuts were the things that I had on my list of this slow wrestling news week. Did you have anything else you wanted to touch on before we start answering the people's questions?
I mean, CM Punk.
I mean, we could talk about CM Punk every week.
CM Punk.
Yeah, every week.
I did see a cool graphic of him like walking out at, you know, Rampage or All Out, and I thought it was awesome, and I was excited. And he even alluded to he's kind of got plans on the 20th of August, which
I think is the prototypical bullshit. He was on a podcast, and they asked him like, "Hey,
he's busy.
You got plans next Friday?" He's like, I think we're doing like a screening for the new Heels show or something like that. I think they're trying to get that together. Oh, they're trying. The big preview for a TV show on Starz. They're trying to set something up a week before. No,
I've been to the United Center, and I'm sure they've got a screening room in there that they could screen Heels, and he could just sneak out and walk down a certain entrance ramp. I'm just saying.
I think he can. I think he might.
That's literally, and I'm going to be completely honest with you before we start taking fan questions. That's where my head has been at ever since that news is broke. Like everything else is like, whatever. Like, cool. Well, I just keep waiting for them to say he's gonna be there.
Well, and I think the thing is, right, like once we heard those rumors of CM Punk, right, and then you hear the rumors of Daniel Bryan, that the excitement level of just rose to a crazy high level. So now, as good as the shows have been, it's just kind of like, okay, I need to get to CM Punk showing up. Like I need to get there. I want to see it. I want to see what happens after he shows up, who he's going to fight. Like I want to see these things, you know? So it's like Dynamite last night was awesome. That was a great episode of Dynamite. And I was just like, oh, I want CM Punk. Yeah. I want CM Punk to show up. Where is he?
That was a good episode last night. We had a good time on the War Report. If you didn't check it out, check that out. I was there. No, not Ed. I'm sorry. Cody, our new contributor, was there. Yeah. And we had a good time talking all things AEW. Literally nothing else in life
matters in life. I mean, a lot of people feel that way, for real. We laugh about a lot of people feel that way. And
I got a lot of negative.
And last night in the War Report, we had questions, you know, asking like, we started talking about whether they should hold him off and surprise him at All Out or announce it beforehand. And I think for people that are like Kyle and feel that way, because there are people that feel that way, like I cannot wait until CM Punk comes back. I think that's why I think in this case, I think you do have to, what I want to say here. You have to announce it because there are people like that might not buy All Out if you don't. If they don't know that he's definitely going to be there, I mean, okay. Wrestle Hulk Hogan. Well, who's going over?
I don't care.
I need to know who's going over.
He could show up. He could show up at my local laundromat and wrestle indie guys there. I just want to see him wrestle. I don't care who it is.
Yeah. Spencer, I could
wrestle a
talk about that
broom.
all night.
Listen,
friend.
I don't want to talk about that. I mean, I feel like, what are you doing? You just go into SummerSlam with the boss, leaving old Pluggo behind, you know,
First
whatever.
of all, not true. Not true. But anyway.
You guys are going to ride off into the sunset together between two beers, going to be dead. You guys are going to have nachos without me.
Getting jealous. Yeah, I'm going to order nachos everywhere we go and just post the pictures everywhere.
Oh, just
and tag you in them. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm going to be here with the people holding the fort down.
Exactly.
I will probably be on the SummerSlam React show.
Probably. I won't be. I'll be drunk.
Yeah, because you'll be too busy hanging out in the hobnobbing.
Yeah, you know. I'll be celebrating Roman Reigns' triumphant retain of his Universal Championship.
You better not forget about me when you're getting big time out there in Vegas, bro.
Please. I'm gonna have my own show at the Burlesque around the corner from the stadium. That's what I'm just trying to find. I'm just trying to find a real gimmick, man. A real, that's all I'm trying.
I'm gonna be at home eating nachos that I just put cheese on and threw in the microwave, watching Cool Runnings, crying myself to sleep. But you guys are just having the best time I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm over
Hopefully,
here.
That's
I'm
the plan. Well, not you being upset, but
I'm over
the best part of the life part.
Isolated by myself. I took the show because I thought it'd be an easy A, and JPJ and Spencer over there having the best time of my life. I'm like a single mom. I wash and I dry. I cook and I clean. Name that movie.
How you doing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super
Kyle,
bad.
I look at, and we did talk about it last night. Like the majority of the time, I want the surprise. I would rather be surprised. But I feel like with someone like a CM Punk who has a rabid fan base and a ton of fans, I just think it's slightly different. I think, and you got to understand, with AEW, you're dropping $50 for a pay-per-view. You're dropping $50 for a pay-per-view. It's not no WWE Network, no Peacock where it's $5 a month.
Cheese whiz.
Cheese whiz. Super bad, bro. Come on.
Hell yeah.
Come on. Oh man. So I feel like a lot of fans, they hear, and I know he just mentioned the Cena pop and and I get that. But they announced that Cena was coming back. You didn't know he was definitely going to show up at Money in the Bank, so that was a surprise, and that pop was gigantic. But they announced in advance that Cena was coming back soon, and they did that because they want to sell tickets, and if John Cena's coming back, they want everyone to know. You know what I mean? And Moxley, I agree. That was a great debut. It was a huge pop, but I don't consider Moxley and CM Punk to be on the same level of fandoms. I don't know. They're definitely two of the best, but like, I just think there are a ton of people that if they know for a fact CM Punk's going to be wrestling at All Out or he's going to be at All Out, they're going to buy All Out just to see CM Punk. Whereas if you just think like, the rumor is there's good potential he's wearing it, people like you and me that already are going to buy the show, we're going to buy the show. Then fringe people will buy it, but you're not going to get that maybe person that would only buy it to see CM Punk. If you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I just feel like there's money to be left on the table. And again, I think this is a one-time scenario when it comes to CM Punk. I don't think this is the formula for everybody. I just think with this particular person in CM Punk that we've been waiting for this for 7 years, I think if he surprises everyone at Rampage next week, because they're not announcing him, I don't think they're going to. Just everyone is assuming according to the rumors. So they're almost doing what the surprise people want them to do at Rampage. That's what they're going to be doing. And then that's going to build up to everyone knowing he's at All Out. So then they'll buy All Out, and that's it. Oh, no, I know there's plenty of people that don't dig CM Punk. I know that for a fact, but there are. And
they're wrong.
I agree. He's one of the most talked about, he's just on a different level of things when it comes to wrestling. Like CM Punk is a topic that everybody has an opinion on one way or another. Everyone has an opinion on CM Punk.
CM Punk is the Cool Runnings of wrestling. You either love him and he's amazing and you're right, or you're wrong and don't like Cool Runnings. Spencer. So I did. I think I'm getting a little sick. Oh, sorry about that, guys.
No. All right.
I'm gonna be in that office tomorrow.
God, I mean, really, we could talk about CM Punk this whole time. We really could. It's absurd. And again, so like, would we be able to talk about anybody else like that much like this? You know what I mean? Like CM Punk is one of those guys.
John
and I know,
Cena. That's it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. And I know we'll see the next. Wouldn't it be a swerve to see? Yeah. Look, it would be a swerve to see a lot of people. What if Daniel Bryan came out instead? What if, like, there's a lot of things they could do that I think would make us happy as wrestling fans. I just think once you kind of throw the CM Punk name out there, it's a different beast. It's just a different beast of things. And that's how I personally feel about it. That's what, I've been at wrestling events where surprises have happened, and those were the best parts of the shows. So I completely understand why most people or a lot of people would prefer a surprise. I just think if there's money to be had and there's money to be made, and you might get an extra 25,000 pay-per-view buys or more
at $50 a pop.
At $50 a pop, if you announce that this dude's going to be here, if you're running a business, you announce he's going to be there. That it is what it is. Like, and again, I said this last night too. I do. Even if you knew like 100% CM Punk is going to be at All Out and you have a ticket and you're at All Out, you are still going to be as excited as hell when you see CM Punk. I don't think it's going to affect anything. I really don't. I just think there are going to be so many people in that arena that have not seen this guy for 7 years that whether they announced it the day before, 2 weeks before, a year before, they're going to be like, holy shit, CM Punk's going to be here tonight. This is going to rule.
He is in heels. Heck yeah.
He is in heels, yes. Which I'm excited about that show.
To Kyle there, a comment about the throwaway guys for the WWE. That's, we've talked about it on this show a lot. If you've got talent like Andrade and Malachi Black and Rusev Miro, you sign them. You don't care. We don't care who they are, Kyle. We don't care where they used to come from. You put that talent on your roster and then you figure it out. You don't just let, oh, I can't because they just worked at the WWE and I have a bloated roster. No, you figure out those blue chip prospects.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you roll with it. There's no such thing as too much talent, in my opinion.
Yeah, and like Pluggo said, that's not for everybody. That's not like, we got to sign everybody to that WWE Let's Go. But when there's certain guys, like if you look at like he just said, the guys that they've just gotten most recency, like Andrade and Aleister Black, Malachi Black, those dudes, if they're interested in coming to your company, you're doing your company a disservice if you don't sign those guys.
Like if Roman Reigns decided to walk tomorrow for the WWE and he had interest in AEW, should AEW go, oh no, sorry, Roman, listen. You work for the WWE. We can't have that stigma here. No, you sign Roman Reigns. You put him in the roster. You figure it out.
Yep, 100%. That's how I feel. And like Joe says, WWE is proof that you can have too much talent because they this year had to let go a ton of people because they hoarded everybody when AEW was starting 3 years ago, and they have enough time. They have a hard enough time having plans for people that they actually care about.
Well, I think the difference between that is the too much talent comment is the WWE could have done something with most of that talent. Mm-hmm. We did, like we talk about constantly. Raw's 3 hours long. We don't need, 13 recaps. Give us a, Malachi Black match, or he was Aleister Black at the time. Give us that match. You have WWE also has this network that they run that if they wanted to, could just put on another show. You know what I mean? They could do something with all these people, and they just sat them on the sidelines forever, basically eating up the prime of their wrestling lives. And then they just were like, bye. Thanks for nothing.
Right.
Like,
it's
do
not,
something.
Yeah.
And I don't disagree. I think AEW is going to be in an interesting spot soon with their talent. They've got, hey, Tim's back.
What up, Tim? What up, Tim? Thanks for hopping back in here.
We've missed you, Tim. This is probably, I'll pull the curtain back. This is probably the happiest Tim sees or hears of me all week.
Oh, yeah?
It's this show.
You have to deal with your BS the rest of the time?
He does. Off camera. We're always talking about our shoot job together. And But yeah, no, AEW is in an interesting spot right now because a lot of these people they signed at the beginning, their contracts are coming to an end because they were 3 to 4 year deals.
Yep.
And they're bringing in this new talent. So they are going to have to figure out where they want to go with some of the people on their roster. But like I said, if you're a company and you're looking to make a splash and those guys that we talked about come up, you just sign them. You just have to.
And Bray Wyatt is another example of one of those guys. If Bray Wyatt called up Tony Khan tomorrow and was like, hey, I got 45 days left of my 60, 70 days left. I want to come work for you. Tony Khan goes, okay, here's the contract. Sign it. We'll figure something out. Because that's what you do.
Because I mean, in sports, you're hated Yankees. That's what they did for years. They just take all the top talent they could, and then they just figured it out. Oh, we've got Derek Jeter. Well, Alex Rodriguez wants to come here too. Hey, Alex, I know you're a shortstop, but you're going to have to play third.
Yeah, let's figure it out.
Let's just make it work.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. You know?
And it paid off for them. They won a title, didn't they? Yeah.
No.
I thought A-Rod won a title. I thought they won one.
Oh, later on, 2009 or something like that.
Yeah,
when they first got there, that was the year that 3 games to none we came back and we beat them and then we won the World Series.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck the Yankees. Okay, sorry. All right, so all right.
Swear jar.
Oh, my bad. So we had we asked, we sent out the tweets earlier. We said, hey, we want the fans in the chat to dictate what we are talking about. The sad thing is, like, you say that and it's not wrong, but now people make way more money than what A-Rod made back then.
But also
way more money.
The Sox wanted to sign him too. I mean,
he was the man. Yeah, they were trades. We were going to trade. I say we. Sorry. Well, the Red Sox were going to trade Manny Ramirez and do all these things to go around and get A-Rod too. So we were very much in it, and then it didn't work out. And then he went to the Yankees. So then it was like really F you. And then he ended up being a cheater and one of the most fraudulent athletes of all time, and he was a little bitch, slapping balls out of gloves and doing things. And
he did look like he's having fun with David Ortiz at the Field of Dreams game. They did a little skit where they walk out of the corn and then basically A-Rod's like, hey, Poppy, you want to have a catch? And Poppy goes, hell no, you're still a Yankee. Red Sox for life. I'll see you when I see you. And he walked off, and A-Rod's like, damn.
And that's why David Ortiz is the man.
Awesome.
All right. So wait a minute. See, but here's the thing. See, now people are ragging on the Red Sox. You know what I mean? You see what's going to happen now?
See what I started?
You see what you started? First of all, I could care less about Nomar Garcia-Power. I could care less about him. He didn't win shit. I don't care. Get him out of here. We had to trade him to win. So see you later. I don't care. So again, I know what Parrish. If he would have said Tom Brady instead of Nomar, I would have left the stream. I would have said, "You guys hop in. I'm out. I'm out for the day." But it is what it is.
You just opened that can of worms. Somebody's gonna flame Tom Brady in these comments real quick.
Yeah, but they'll just be wrong. There's factual evidence.
Oh, our producer Joe.
Yeah, that's not true though. He's won 7 He's been to 10 Super Bowls. That's not true. That's factually incorrect. It's just factually wrong. Again, people, these are facts. These are facts. Tom Brady. It is a slow week. We're talking about football and baseball. We're talking about all sorts of shit. Whatever. Who cares? We're eclectic. I could have a movie. We could have a movie show. Oh, I know you are, Joe. Don't worry. I don't get that either. It's all for the camera, man. We could talk movies. We could have a music show. We could talk regular sports. We could talk wrestling. I am a.
Don't put all our ideas out there.
Like I said, I am a 5-tool player. I can do whatever we need to do.
Kyle, you're not making any friends in the comments by what I told him I have him on the show.
Now, is by number 18, is he referring to the guy that only has 2 Super Bowls and one of them he was carried by a defense because he had a broken neck?
I think so.
And he lost to Tom Brady more times than he beat Tom Brady. And okay. Yeah. It's okay. No, you can take all your yards records and touchdown records. I'll take the 7 Super Bowls. It's cool though. Peyton Manning, whatever. I like Peyton Manning too. That I don't even dislike him because once I knew that it wasn't even an argument between Brady and Manning.
No, Mr. J's right because Flair has 17.
That is true. That is true. That is true. He did lose 3 of those games. Peyton Manning technically won a Super Bowl with a broken freaking neck, but actually the defense did. So Peyton Manning threw for like 130 yards. Get out of here. Anyway.
Whoa.
Are we going to play this game where like people just come at me and I just rebut to everybody and tell them all to piss off? Because I'll do that. I'll do it. I'm ready. I'm game.
It's a slow week, baby.
Whatever. I had the Patriots preseason was on earlier. I was sitting there. I was like, all right, cool. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go, guys. All right, there's 11 of you in here. Let's go. I'm from New England, so everyone hates us because we've had a lucky run in sports where we're just better than everybody. We are the MJF of professional sports, so we're just better than everyone. And now everyone just hates us because we're good. Yeah, Houston Texans. Your quarterback might be in jail by the time.
I'm not even a fan, bro. I don't know what's it's a shirt. It's just a shirt.
Anyway, good Lord, getting on my nerves around here.
You wanted to bring the fans into the mix.
First of all, Kyle. Whoa. Peyton Manning. Okay.
Whoa. Okay.
Kyle. When Tom Brady won the Super Bowl in 2004, his best receiver was David Givens. Now, I know you're probably asking yourself, I've never heard of David Givens. You know why? Because he sucks. The terrible receiver.
Peyton had Reggie Wayne,
Marvin Harrison, Dallas Clark, T.Y. Hilton. What? 2000. Hey, look, don't get me wrong. 2007. 2007. That's when the Patriots loaded up. We got Randy Moss, Welker. We were going. All right. That's when we were like, okay, whatever. We're just gonna do what they want. What we have to do, and that's fine. But Tom Brady, literally in 2006, when you guys got lucky and beat us in the AFC Championship game, his best receiver was Rashae Caldwell, who would have been like wouldn't have made other teams. But we needed him because we had nothing, and we still went 12-4.
This is the show I wanted when we envisioned Between Two Beers.
Yeah, I feel like this show's just about me now.
Because everyone's coming at me. I can promise you that you could go on to any other show on Love Wrestling right now, and this is not happening.
What, me yelling at people?
Yeah, I'm just talking about David Givens. Like, when's the last time anybody mentioned David Givens?
In 2004, when we won the Super Bowl with him. That's why. Because he signed a big-ass contract with the Tennessee Titans and flamed out in a year. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here. With that, Tom Brady's had all-star receivers.
Well, I think I need to get into contact with Kyle's people, and we need to have this show. When is
why? You know why the receivers were all-stars for Tom Brady? Because Tom Brady made them all-stars.
I'm calling it right now.
Everywhere else,
the Between Two Beards NFL special is going to happen for the 2021 season.
He's a system quarterback. He left and went to a brand new system and won the Super Bowl again last year. Parrish, come on.
Will Edge and Rollins have a?
All right. Anyway, yes, they 5.
No,
I'm gonna go a solid 4.25. That's
it depends on who's grading, right? Because I can't remember the last time Meltzer gave a WWE a 5-star. So if you're going Meltzer ratings, probably not. But is it going to be awesome to see? Absolutely. It's Seth freaking Rollins, who I know he gets a bad rap. He's like the Tom Brady of football, but it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, that match is going to be incredible.
Between Two Beards NFL preview. It's going to be lit, fam.
I swear to God.
That's going to happen.
Right, no, I'm taking a deep breath. When you start, I don't care if people want to argue about sports. I'm good with that. When you start saying things that just blatantly aren't true, I don't have you're wasting my time. You're wasting my time. You're wasting everybody's time because the facts are not true. Anyway. All right. So, sorry. I love everyone in the chat, but
I love a fired up JPJ. It's one of my favorite JPJ.
He's not even the second best ever. Jesus.
Well, Kyle,
I get it. He roots for him. I get it. I was lucky enough to grow up in a region where the guy that I root for is actually the best. So I don't have to lie to myself every day and think that my guy is. It's fair. It's fair.
Fun fact.
We'll have him on the show. We'll have him on the show.
Kyle and I grew up in the same region. So
I'm sorry. Am I hurting your feelings too?
No. Oh, Let's reset. Yeah, technically, I'm not butthurt. My NFL fandom is weird.
Butthurt. Wait, so butthurt, bro?
But yeah, butthurt, bro. My NFL fandom is super weird. But we can save this for another show.
I think your fandom is weird. I don't think I've seen, besides that Cubs hat, I don't think I've seen you wore the same thing twice. Like from a sports. It's you got college teams. You had an Iowa State Cyclones thing before. You were like, should I wear that? You got the Cubs. You have the Texans. I've seen you. I'm just like, all right, whatever.
I got the Penguins logo right here on the nose. We
talked about Notre Dame. I ragged on Notre Dame off camera that you got a little mad at me for doing.
That's but I'm just saying, like, my fandom is like in the NFL it is what it is. I am a Browns fan at the moment. I was a Bengals fan for a long time, but I can't.
I'm sorry about that.
But I can't root for a franchise that not only acted the way they did in that Steelers playoff games.
Yeah, not good. And I hate the Steelers. But
then we have an image problem. Pac-Man Jones is our team captain, and we go and we draft a guy who punched a woman in the face. And I said, I can't keep defending it, so I put a bunch of names in a hat. Yeah. And my first year as a Browns fan, they went 0-16. We're actually
fair. Yeah. They were good last year, though. They're gonna be good this year too.
They're gonna be all right.
I think they're pretty good. I will go on record. You want a hot take?
Hot takes.
I think Baker Mayfield is a good quarterback. That's a hot take because I know a lot of people don't.
I hated the pick when they made it, but he's not bad.
I didn't think he should have been number one, but that's just the league now. Everyone's like, oh, a quarterback? Oh, number one. All right, whatever. Stupid. Anyway.
They're all looking for the
there it is. Yeah. Hot takes with JPJ. I love wrestling pro. Apparently.
Let's do it.
All right. Can we get back to
all right. If you guys want to talk NFL, I'm going to go as soon as the show ends, and we are going to put together a NFL preview special, Between Two Beards special. We're going to get back into something resembling, I don't know, something that doesn't get JPJ fired up. Maybe.
No, I like getting fired up. I just don't want to get fired. And I feel like if we keep on going, I might go.
Question: what is your hottest wrestling take?
All right, I got to think about this one. While we're thinking
that Heath Slater's really the GOAT.
I mean, hey, what? Oh man, that's tough. Hottest wrestling take.
Oh, Ed, you're getting me upset. You're getting me upset,
Ed.
Well, Joe, get on the screen, buddy, and let's hear one of them takes. Producer Joe behind the glass. We never talk about how awesome Producer Joe is and how he helps guide this show to the greatness that it is. You're more than welcome to hop on. There you go. Let's hear a hot take from Producer Joe.
For me, for a hot take, see, now you're putting me on the spot, and I actually got to think of one. Seth Rollins is not as good as Pluggo says he.
I think he's really good. I don't think he's like the greatest thing ever, but I think he's really good.
I have several hot takes, but for me, just it's like I said, the main one is that like I'm heavily critical of WWE all the time, but it's not necessarily a hot take. I'm critical of it because I hold professional wrestling to a very high standard, and I want them to be better, and I want them to be at the top, so it continues to push the entire industry forward.
It's fair. It's fair.
Oh, we got some people.
I mean, we got some people.
Some takes.
Oh, man, we got some. This is good.
Becky Lynch is not overrated. Ed, I love you, brother, but I love me some Becky Lynch. Joe is sus.
How dare you?
I will say that here's a hot
take. He's not wrong.
If AEW folded tomorrow, they have changed the wrestling world for the better in the short time that they've been around. That's a hot take. Take it or leave it. Because I think they made the WWE change the way that they do business. They put a lot of pressure on the top company. They've made that forbidden doors wide open. Now companies realize it makes more sense to work together than it does to work against each other. I think if they were to fold tomorrow, they've changed the landscape of wrestling forever. Hot take.
I think they definitely have proven that. Even though it's only been 3 years, I think they've definitely proven that like there's a way to succeed, not just being there's a way to be mainstream and succeed and run a company a different way than WWE, I would say. And I think that they've they brought back a lot of enthusiasm
Oh.
into wrestling too. Like I feel like you watch. I messaged you, Pluggo, right when AEW was starting last night, and I was like, man, I just love AEW, just because you get on there and like you said last night, like the fans don't try to hijack the show. They don't try to do anything like that. Like the fans want to be there. They want to be a part of it. They want to have a good time. And I just think the vibe that you immediately see on the screen is just completely different from what we normally see in WWE.
Are we having a parish run-in?
So
I think he's trying.
My two big hot takes.
Let him in. Let him in. Open the floodgate. Forbidden doors open.
My two big hot takes, and then I'll hop back off. Number one, the WWE will be a better company when Vince is dead. And number two, Hulk Hogan sucks. See you guys later.
Hulk, yeah. I mean, I'm not against either of those. I do think once Vince, maybe. I mean, everyone has the running joke of like, oh yeah, he'll quit when he dies. Sadly, that's probably the truth. But once Vince steps away, or if it is the passing away, once he's not running the day-to-day operation anymore, I do think we'll see a change for the better when it comes to the booking, the programming, all sorts of stuff. I think Ed got himself in trouble. He's been fined $5,000 by wrestling management for disparaging.
How have I not gotten in trouble yet? Oh, here we go.
Oh, we got the run-in.
Parish, just make this
We have
Between Two Beards debut.
we have too many beards, too many personalities here.
Yeah. Yes, we
Yeah,
do.
I have to agree with Tom Knopp, except I'm Canadian and we don't have a president. So
Prime Minister. What is that?
We don't even have a good prime minister either.
I mean, most of the time we don't have a good president either, so don't feel bad about that. But
Yeah, but at least your president was in the Hall of Fame.
oh, trust me, I'm gonna.
Touché.
No, let's not talk about him. I will leave the stream. But no, it's fine. Parrish, my man, first time on the Between the Two Bids. How are you?
Not planned, folks.
Speaking of politics, mine must be pretty good to get on the show today.
You know. We knew it was going to be that. We were like, hey, me and Pluggo were talking early. We're like, all right, what are we doing tonight? And we were like, man, there's not really anything to talk about. Like, there's not a ton of things.
Eventually, what I wanted to do is I gotta take out Spencer backstage, and then POS me versus Parrish, and then I win the Love Wrestling Championship.
There you go.
Well,
There you go.
so here's a hot take, and it's a take because anybody can have it. I need a co-host for the SummerSlam edition of the POS show. Open.
Interesting. I just may have to accept
It is
that.
for this guy.
May have to
Ooh.
Hottest take, by the way. This is a nicer championship than 90% of WWE's.
Ooh.
Or not,
The current ones.
especially that Intercontinental belt. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, though.
that's a
And
hot
it's-
take too. By the
It's
way,
weird. It's weird, but I think the United Kingdom belt is one of the better belts that they've come out with ever.
No.
Ever. And it's very bizarre how they have like that type of title there, and then everything else looks so like. I do like the white for the women's titles. I like the white.
What's your favorite belt design? Let us know in the comments. Let's get this going.
Ever? Are we talking ever?
Ever currently
The
just
Winged
drop
Eagle, baby.
drop
There ain't
it down.
nothing ever going to be better for me than the
WWE
Winged
or
Eagle.
all across all companies.
across all companies. Why not? I'm not here to just say WWE. I want to know. And also drop an L in the comments for Spencer for taking 2 L's to me and Parrish last month.
For myself, best belt design, not the current one, but the previous one, the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Well, that's a good one.
Followed closely by the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
I did like the old TNA tag team titles. That was a pretty good one. And the old, the classic WWF tag team titles.
Yeah. I was
Winged Eagle.
The new US title is actually pretty good. And yeah, well, I was gonna say with Kyle. The two favorites for me, and they are both WWE, but is the Winged Eagle, the old Winged Eagle, and then the white IC title that Cody brought back, when he, from the early whatever, and then Cody brought it back. But those were the two of my personal favorites for sure.
Underrated was the Undisputed Championship design.
Yep. I mean, the big gold belt always is a good one too. The big gold belt.
And Wordsmith comment of the night. Boom. That's
Sucks eggs, not even a hot.
Not even a hot take. Just straight fire.
Here's a hot take. The wordsmith
Uh-oh.
reads a dictionary the wrong way.
Oh no. Insulting.
I
How
think we're
dare
all
you.
end up in the office at the end of the show.
Not me. I've been good. I've just been
No
yelling
way.
at people for their terrible sports takes. But that's just me. I'm not gonna get. I never get in the office. I'm good. I'm a good
It's
guy.
It's beautiful in there. He's got air conditioning and everything. I mean, shoot.
WCW United States belt. That was a nice belt. You're right. That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Well,
The current
since we have
the current cruiserweight championship. No, I'm just kidding. That thing is ugly. Throwback in the house. What's good?
he says the North American title. I think that one's pretty good.
That thing's cursed, man.
It is. We talked about it earlier. Throwback. That's a cursed title.
Yeah.
If you
Don't
win that thing, you are not heading for.
Pretty soon,
for
Adam
good
Cole's
times.
gone, so that'll be another guy gone. It'll just be Johnny Gargano holding on the legacy of that title.
All right. Well, since we have the two Canadian gentlemen with us for their run-ins, before they
Matching, by the way.
that is true. Wearing the Love Wrestling, you can Love Wrestling CA shop. You can
One of the
buy
only things
mugs,
I will agree
fanny
on.
pack,
Yep,
shirts. Go visit it. I believe Spencer, right at the jump, said top 5 Canadian wrestlers. I believe that's what he said. So why don't we dive into top 5 Canadian wrestlers right now? Because I already I have my list of 5. I was doing it.
That's not
and
a
I
call
have
up, Kyle. That is a drag.
This
down.
one hurts
Yeah.
because I can't actually say the guy because it's way too controversial.
All right. Well, fine.
It's hard because he was really good.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And we're not going to bring that up in the comments. We'll just let everybody.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most people can probably put
They
that
already
together.
know.
Yeah. Definitely up in the top tier, but unfortunately, Yeah.
I mean, technical wise, you got to go Brett. I mean, that's just a given.
He's number one. He's the number one guy on my list. Bret Hart.
But most complete, I say Jericho.
He's the number 2 guy on my list.
That's right.
Jericho.
Between 4 beards, now only we can get Spencer to grow one.
Right.
Yeah. So the 5 that I had were Bret
Spencer
Hart.
hasn't hit puberty, has he?
We're the 4 beardsmen.
Oh, I'm definitely in the office. So
Yeah,
the hot
4
take.
beardsmen. Yeah, the 4.
Before we really dive into this deep, like you've noticed, right? Everybody's good all week. They come on this show and then they get thrown into the office.
Damn.
It's a karma thing here.
I actually thought I said that in my head, but I said it out loud. Shit. Sorry, Spencer.
My number 3 from Canada. Edge.
Good take.
And then I have Kenny Omega 4.
No love for Christian, eh?
I don't know that because I have Owen Hart 5. That's the 5.
I
had Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, Edge, Kenny Omega, Owen Hart. Those were the 5 that I wrote down. that was me. I don't know.
I didn't write anything down.
Yeah, well, the hell, bro. The boss asked us a question. You got to answer a freaking question.
I mean, I'll put Trish Stratus in that in that one too.
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a real good one.
I mean,
that's
one of the best female pro wrestlers probably ever too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I would agree.
She's number 1 on the top 50 greatest women's performers of all time according to WWE. Yeah, I can't really argue that. I mean,
no, yeah, I think that's probably accurate.
She kind of broke that mold where you could be like hot, but you could wrestle at the same time.
Yeah.
Not doing Playboy really made her looked at more
Trish
professional.
and I are the same. I look hot and I'm doing podcasting. I'm breaking molds left and right.
It's very rare that you have someone that has the total package like Pluggo and myself,
I mean, yeah.
It's super rare that you see someone and you're like, man,
you get all
but not only are they chiseled and just handsome and just
jacked.
Pluggo, you never answered my question, by the way.
Oh, which was
I'll be your Nacho Man if you can be my Miss Cheese Elizabeth.
Oh, yes. I was laughing too hard at that. Yes.
What is she called, Parrish? What is she called?
Miss Cheese Elizabeth.
Okay, I wanted to make sure you get
my wife is watching.
I'm not gonna F that one up there, Joe.
Well, you messed up the first time.
All right. Crying out loud. Oh, my next question. Who is the greatest current Canadian? The wrestler
the
or
Love Wrestling
Canadian?
Champion, baby.
Are we going Canadian person?
Done.
I think he wants us to say Spencer.
Is it him? Yeah. I'll go on record. I'll say it.
Like current
I will go another week without
the current Love Wrestling Elite Champion.
I would say Spencer Love is the current greatest.
I mean,
current Canadian. Oh,
Gail
Kim.
Gail Kim's a good one.
For current active wrestlers, I would say that this one's kind of come out of left field, but you just have to watch the guy work over in New Japan. I'm talking about El Phantasmo. He is killing it as a heel character over there. Just embodying that everything about the heel wrestler. And looks like JP's
I think we got to run
JPJ's
in.
cat has turned heel on him.
We got to run in here, man. He's like, oh, I want to be on everyone's on the show tonight. Sami Zayn is great.
Zayn is one of the
KO.
best characters on TNA. I'm glad that he's still there.
Kenny Omega's really good.
Yep.
I mean, ACO is kicking some ass right now.
Killing. Canada is deep right now. Go Canada.
Always has been.
Yeah.
This is
fun fact about Canada. You know that they hosted the Winter Olympics the year that the Jamaican bobsled team made it in Cool Runnings. Back.
Some people can't believe.
It's that Jamaica.
I thought it was odd when they had decided to have the Winter Olympics here in Canada, and they literally picked the warmest, most mildest place in Canada to have it in Vancouver. I always thought that was a really weird decision.
It was Calgary, wasn't it?
No, it was Vancouver.
Oh, you mean
It literally rains in January.
In 2010. Yeah.
All right. I think
I thought we were still talking about the good one
in
the bobsled.
He says best New England wrestler, one active and also one not active. So
Regal.
So no, I think New England. New England is
old England.
Yeah, that's Massachusetts is really the only state that matters in New England. But it's New Hampshire, Maine, Connecticut, Rhode Island, all the ones that don't matter in Massachusetts.
Canadians, we don't have a
So I would say currently I think it would be Sasha Banks. I think that would be John Cena. That is of all time it's Cena. Yeah, duh. But we have Sasha Banks. We got Kofi Kingston. So some good ones. He's only in NXT right now, but Carmelo Hayes, who I think is going to win the breakout tournament, he's a New England guy. There's obviously much more than that, but those are the Sasha and Cena are the big two that come to mind for me personally. As far as not active, as in retired or passed away, Killer Kowalski was from around here. He also trained Hunter, trained China.
Lots of people.
Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He grew up in Nashua, New Hampshire, which is 30 minutes from where I am. So he's a local guy
from the Boston area.
Ciampa's from Boston.
The real answer is the Mean Street Posse.
Mean Street Posse, Greenwich, Connecticut.
Remember, Visual's history. Killer Kowalski is not from Massachusetts. He is from Canada.
Well, yeah, but
you guys can't steal him like you stole basketball from us. Okay?
He's Canadian. And one thing that we just look at is at the people that he's trained. He's trained some of the best at the talents that are able to get other people extremely over, like Hunter, like China. He was so good at getting people in that mindset of where you go out there and you get
Cody.
You get your opponent over as much as you can. Damn.
Yep.
That's his legacy
100%.
there.
Yep. So I mean, there's a lot of people from the New England, Massachusetts area that helps.
Carmella is from Boston.
Carmella is also from here too. Yeah, as well. Carmella as well. So yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a ton more than that too. I just can't pick them off the top of my head. But yeah, this is where we're at, guys. This is what we're doing. We doing a draft? What are we doing?
I don't know where
we're gonna have a 4-person draft before we get out of here.
Ooh.
Themes.
4-way
entrance themes that was a topic that was brought up. I would be okay with that.
Yeah.
So we have to come up with 20 of them then.
20.
Well, not all together, but
just 5 each.
Oh, yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
For you, I don't do homework. I just show up.
I don't do homework. Dude, call it in the ring, brother.
No. So we got Joe, we got JPJ, we got Pluggo, we got Perry.
Who wins these drafts no matter what the polls say. I win them all.
And do we start at best to go best to worst or worst to best?
For who's picking first, or are we just doing our top fives, or are we actually having a draft where if it's taken you can't pick it?
Oh yeah. What do you guys think?
I was thinking a draft, and then we'll kind of close up and get out of here.
Draft it is.
All right, rock and roll. All right, so since there's 4 of us, I'm just gonna decide, since we have a couple run-ins. Parrish, you're the 3 of us, even though Joe's behind the glass most weeks, we're here every week. So I will let Parrish go first, and then we'll kind of go clockwise from him. So I'll be second, then Pluggo, and Joe. So
fourth pick if I'm getting this.
sorry,
I'm getting the
sorry,
scrap.
man. All right, so we'll do
You
entrance.
did
We'll
say
do
best
entrance
or worst,
theme.
Joe.
Yeah.
Just
Wow.
sorry, buddy.
Wow.
I love you.
Unbelievable. All right,
Listen, we
Parrish.
can't have the
I've
producer
already given
running off the show.
given too many F's for one episode, so I
Oh, hold on. Wait. Actually, before we do this, Kyle has a good question here. Quick. Who is on your 5-man dream faction? I think that's a good question. I think that is a good question.
Heath Slater times 5. Done.
Oh, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So
I
maybe
put him in there though.
if we have to think about that, because that might be hard to just come up with off the top of your head. But let's keep that in mind as we're doing our draft, and then maybe we can touch back on it, or maybe we'll save it and address it at a different time. But
I got 5 guys. It's
That's
called the Heart Foundation. What
oh,
up?
there you go. There you go.
Boom.
He's like, that's it for me. I'm good, bro. But yeah, all right, Parrish, you got first pick, man. Entrance
All
themes.
right. I will go with D-Generation
You
X.
son of a bitch. That was a good
And if you're not down with that,
Family show, Parrish. No.
one.
Kidding, it's not. Go ahead. You can
All
tell
right.
him whatever you want.
DX. That was a good one. That was a good one.
you think you could tell me what to do?
Yep.
Know who
No.
you're talking to?
I am gonna take The Game by Triple H. That's the one I'm going with. I don't. Is that what it's called? The Game?
Time to play the game?
Time to play the game. That one.
You're Motorhead. We
Is
gonna
it
kick
Mike?
your
Is it
ass.
Yeah, it's you, Pluggo, then Joe.
My turn. Oh man. Well, then I'm definitely taking Stone Cold's theme off the board. Just get it done. The glass shattering. Yeah, baby. Let's go. I win. I'm done. I'm out. See ya. See you
All
next
right.
week. I win. Lock it in.
All right, and then we have Joe.
For me, I'm glad I still got my first actual pick. I think probably like one of the most like atmospheric, set the tone kind of theme songs that there ever was. That's The Brood.
Very good.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah,
The Brood is super underrated. man.
Perfect. I thought you were going somewhere else.
That Brood, the Brood is like it's like awesome.
fair. All right, Parrish, second pick.
The Undertaker.
Oh, you son of
Well,
That's who I thought you were going with.
yeah,
I was like,
that's
no.
That's like a 14-minute song too, based on his
I know.
entrance.
Hey, man. I'm a Metallica guy. It's all about the length, all right?
All right, I am going to go with NWO Black and White. Just the classic NWO theme there.
You can't go wrong there. They were so cool.
Until there were like 14 of them, and then it was a little. But no, that was the cool. Like when they came up.
Bagwell, baby, was the peak.
Yeah, is that who you're picking with this? You picking the Buff Bagwell thing?
No,
All right.
even though it's a good one. No, I'm taking Cult of Personality, CM Punk.
All right.
I was thinking about doing that to give a shot at you, but I'm like, ooh,
And then-
Undertaker. Too good to
Well,
pass
yeah,
up.
there's so many good songs. I don't think you could, everybody's 5 is going to be pretty solid, unless
Oh,
I do
yeah.
something crazy.
All right, Joe.
For mine, I'll actually clue up the audio and let it speak for itself here. I hope I have it and is easily accessible, and hopefully we don't get any kind of takedown for this. But we'll see.
Oh, the throwbacks. Oh,
Oh, it's a gong one. The original.
No,
Yeah.
no. I muted myself when I did it. There we go. Take 2.
Good job, producer.
is that Vladimir Kozlov's entrance?
Oh yeah.
The Bullet Club.
Bullet Club.
Oh, that overrated theme.
Overrated
Oh,
wrestling
no.
champion right now.
You know
Parrish.
what? I mean, don't hate the play, I hate the game.
Parrish, third
my
pick, my
next
friend.
pick. All right. I am going to go with Voodoo Child Hulk
a great one.
Hogan.
Great.
Yeah.
The only thing that stinks about the network is they just play the regular NWO theme whenever
I know.
Hogan comes out because they don't have the rights.
Oh, but it's so good. I
Oh,
heard it
so
on the
good.
radio today, and I just jammed it.
Yeah. Oh, Ed, that is a very good dark horse The Dashing Cody Rhodes theme was a banger of a theme. That was a really good theme. All right, guys. Third pick for me. I'm going with Evolution. I'm sorry. I'm going again. And that's a second Motorhead one for me, unfortunately. But I think Evolution, that theme is, I think, one of the best, like ever, easily one of my favorites.
You guys left me the gold mine here, man. Edge, Alter Bridge. Let's go.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That was my next pick.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
Good.
That was my next pick.
I'm sitting here trying to think of some stuff, and I'm like, nobody took Edge yet? Let's go.
I mean, the wordsmith knows what he's talking about. That's almost.
I mean, you're taking all the Motorhead songs. It's not like.
All right, Joe.
Have some variety in your life, JPJ.
So I'm gonna once again use audio for mine. Hopefully this will work the first time this time.
I don't know what this is.
Adam Cole from Ring of Honor.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And
Adam
for those who, if you were lucky enough to be at All In, Britt Baker actually used that as her entrance theme when she came out to her match at All In.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Fatal 4. I was there and I didn't know that.
Yeah, you didn't know that. What is wrong with you, my friend?
I'm not a big Ring of Honor guy. I've seen. I go to the live shows when they come around, but I haven't been. I'm not enough to know the themes. At least that way. I knew the super, like the wrestlers. I didn't know the themes.
There's some good ones. And that's
Yeah.
one of them.
Parrish. Pick
My
number 4.
next pick. I feel my next pick is gonna break the walls
That's a good one.
down.
Yeah, there you go.
That was actually gonna be my pick.
I'm stealing your picks, bro.
Yeah.
The pick stealer.
Yeah.
All right. Well, with that being said,
I'm
you
the
taking
pick stealing
that
son
one,
of a gun.
Something from
I'm
Motorhead.
gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with one that Throwback actually said. I'm gonna go with Batista.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
A good one.
That was a good one.
How many rounds? 5?
Yeah, just one more.
Yeah.
Just one more.
Yeah.
Nice and easy. Nice and easy.
Just
And then
one
we'll
more.
say our goodbyes and get the hell out of here.
This isn't 4. This is pick 4, right?
Yeah, we're on 4 right now, and then we're doing one
Yeah,
more.
You
set it
got
up
one
like
more.
you guys go. Then there's one more. Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, damn. There's a lot of options
So
here.
many good ones.
There is Undisputed Era theme.
There you go.
All right.
I love that thing. I miss it. I don't know why they got rid of that. I thought it was
Dude,
perfect.
NXT. I miss Pete Dunn's old theme.
Oh yeah,
Mhm. I miss the Undisputed Era. Man.
there's so many I'm not even talking about. Like, oh man,
Keith Lee's old theme, Limitless, was so good.
His
We're
new
gonna
one's not that bad though. I listened
No, it's
to it
not
today.
that bad. Yeah, it's
not
not
that
bad, but like some of the changes they've made theme wise is just like,
not
man.
so good on some of them.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to do a music episode too because there's so much more.
Yeah.
We're just
Oh,
not even
yeah.
touching.
Oh yeah, let's go. All right, Joe,
All right.
pick
I'm
number
gonna
4.
I'm going to stick with the Gamma Combine, and we're going to go audio. Here we go.
Yes.
Samoa Joe.
I wish I had a towel, but I just want to do the Joe like Joe.
I'm
Joe.
definitely saving my best for last, though.
You better
Bella,
hope nobody takes it.
Bella
better
twins.
Better not take it, Ryan. You're safe with picking that one. You're safe picking that.
Oh, you didn't want to go with Bree mode?
Josh.
Josh, and we need Josh on here to talk about Bree mode.
10, what do you do? 10 hours of that?
10 hours straight.
Oh,
Brutal, man.
brutal.
All right, Parrish, start us off on the last round. Your last pick for entrance themes.
I am gonna go. Oh, which by the way, I also want to give props to a Twitter follower of mine, Mr. Jim Johnson, the king of entrance themes. By the way,
No, they are not. Kyle.
Yes,
Yeah.
Kyle. No, they
Yeah,
got rid of
they are
CFO.
done. They're done.
So, yeah.
Not part on good terms. Let's put it that way.
There's only one CFOs in WWE, and that's Cole, Fish, O'Reilly, Strong. Boom.
Not
But-
anymore.
My next
anymore.
one is the most electrifying entrance theme of all sports entertainment.
Heath Slater.
The Rock.
Slater.
Heath Slater.
Dude, one man band is good. What are you talking about? I'm a one man band.
All right.
Two wonderful wrestlers in Jinder Mahal and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
That's
All
right.
right.
I said it.
All right. So this person is no longer with WWE. They are now working for AEW as of very recently. But the theme song I thought was really good, and I'm going with Aleister Black.
Yeah.
Aleister Black. I thought for current, I was like, first of all, the band that does that song, I enjoy the band on the side. Their name is Incendiary. Very good. You should check them out if you like that
It's of
theme.
evil.
You will like the rest of their music. I promise you. Yeah,
thought
but
you
I'm
were
going
gonna
with
say
Aleister Black.
I almost thought you were going to say Jake the Snake.
Very good one. I love Jake. It's from the old school themes with like no lyrics or anything. Jake the Snakes was awesome.
Yeah.
We should have
right,
gone with
Pluggo.
best no lyric themes.
That could be a whole different category.
We
Yeah.
definitely there's so many we're not even talking about. We're seeing in the comments, but we're not putting them up because we don't want to give things away. But I think this one, I don't think anybody's going to pick. Paige had a good theme,
Yeah.
some throwback there. All right. So I guess it's on me, and I'm going to pander here. I'm taking Alex Kane, Suplex Assassin.
Wow.
No, and I know what you're thinking. Oh, he's a former guest, so you're just showing love. It's actually it gets me effing hyped when I listen to it. It's good. So
I should have
that's
chose
why-
my own theme. That was a mistake.
Yeah,
my
there's
own
so
theme kicks ass.
All right. Be on the lookout for Between Two Beards special music episode where we break down even more of these because I don't think we're doing it justice with the draft.
Yeah, we'll talk about this, and then we'll talk about like screamo music and emo
Yeah.
music and
We
metal.
do
And,
an entire episode just on music.
Pop
yeah, right.
punk.
All right, Joe. Save the best for last, like you said.
I think it is, and it just so happens to
taking
be
points.
the theme, and it is not a monkey. Plug would have you believe. The wrestling theme of my favorite professional wrestler of all time is my final pick. Here we go.
Heath Slater.
Brie Bella.
Oh, Piper.
Mr. Roddy Piper.
That's a
When
good
those
one.
drums would hit, you knew Piper was coming down, and you know shit was about to get real.
Oh yeah.
I was also a big fan of Mr. Perfect's theme
And
song. I
fellow
thought Mr.
Canadian too,
Perfect.
by the way, just to boot.
Yep. I thought Mr. Perfect had a really, really fantastic theme song for that era as well.
Just a boot, yeah, no.
Just to boot, not a boot.
All right. Well, on that note,
Oh, did we still want to do like our 5-man faction thing?
oh yeah, let's do that.
I got mine picked.
All right. If you already
Oh.
got yours, you go.
Let's do
I-
reverse
I have
order
to-
then.
Yeah, I have to think more. I need to think more.
So I'm probably going to
I'm
steal
not
one
taking
more.
Hard Foundation. I'm making my own.
I'm probably going to steal one of JPJ's, but I think that we're still. I don't think there's like a limit to like you can't use some if they've already been used. But my 5-man faction would have to start with. There's only one individual I would pick.
Uh-oh. What's going on?
Okay.
Sorry, I'm getting a booking.
Oh God! I was like, oh no.
I think Spencer just called Paris to the office. But for me, for my 5-man faction, the first guy, I would have to pick. Unfortunately, he is no longer with us on planet Earth, but it would be Andre the Giant. Would be my first pick, followed by Shawn Michaels, Harley Race, Antonio Inoki, and Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Those are my 5.
All right.
Winner. That's a good 5. I mean,
that's pretty. That's
Everybody to
pretty
pick a
good.
better 5. That is pretty damn legendary, I will say. So, myself.
throwback. You have a good night too, and you ain't wrong. Pluggo outpicks everyone all the time. That's what I do. Whether it's pay-per-view picks, draft picks, picking my nose, I'll pick everyone.
You know.
There ain't no Buddy Booger.
I got to my own. Give them a chance, Joe. Hey, what can I say? I have good picks.
What can you do? You know. All right. Whoever wants to go next.
Listen, Ecto guy. Let's calm down here. Let the rest of us pick before you just decide.
It's already over. I win.
Who wants to go next?
Pluggo, go.
Oh shoot, dude! I don't know. 5 guys off the top of my head that I would put into a faction. CM Punk.
Okay.
Of course.
CM Punk. All right, let me do it. CM Punk, Chris Jericho, because I think those two, like the two leader kind of with the, and then the eventual tension would be a lot of fun. I would put China in there as the muscle, 100%. I think that's a good move. Then I need like that. Oh my goodness, I don't even know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Shoot, damn it, I don't know. I don't know who would be number 4, but I guess give me Darby Allin at 4. Just like a young up and coming guy that can learn under Punk and Jericho. And then I got China as the muscle, and of course I'm legit. Give me Heath Slater at 5. So then
of course he's.
So then that way they've got someone to blame. Some comedy relief in my little group faction. I think they could take over the world. That's because honestly I was so busy worried about the music picks that I didn't think about it. It was like, let me just throw 5 names out there real quick.
I thought you maybe were going to pick the Macho Man there.
I you know what, you put me on the spot. Omos is not my muscle, Kyle. No. I love Omos. I think he's better than we all thought he was gonna be, for sure.
Kevin Nash put him over hard on his session with Stone Cold.
No.
Yeah. Did they end up airing that? Because I know they pulled it. They ended up airing it. I'll have to check that out because I remember that they announced
They've already announced the next guest too. It's last.
And then they pulled it for some reason, and I was like, oh, I guess that's dead. And then so I'm glad it's back.
One of the few times Kevin Nash didn't blow a quad while trying to put somebody over.
Oh wow! Wow,
that's some serious monkey business.
Only Vince did it better, and he blew both at the same time. That was
true. Only Parrish, I need you to go because I got no clue what I'm doing here.
Okay,
I'm gonna pull a quad walking up the stairs.
Right. So I'm gonna go with Randy Orton, the Revival.
Two picks, one or
that's
FTR,
smart.
You mean?
I'm going to go with their manager, Sensational Sherry.
Ooh.
And then for the next guy, I'm going to go Samoa Joe.
Oh, you bastard. He was in mine.
I
know, but come on. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry.
You got a Hitman, you got your star, you got your tag team, and you got the best female valet of all time.
It's a very cohesive pick, my friend.
Can I get just 5 Tony Schiavone's and run just roughshod over?
Yeah, if you could throw in a commentary guy, I mean, it's hard to find anybody better.
Yeah,
well, I actually went the same route as Parrish, and one of my 5 is a manager, so I went the same route. I took Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Oh yes,
is my manager, and then I have Adam Cole,
baby.
I have Kevin Owens because they're best friends in real life.
I love how you did baby as soon as I did that too.
Yeah,
that was awesome timing.
Oh man. Then I did have Samoa Joe as like the muscle, the brute of the group. I think KO obviously has the size to be that, but he's more, I think, of like the daredevil, even though he's a bigger dude. Like he's always jumping off of shit and doing crazy things. So that's kind of how I viewed him. And then for the 4th guy,
or gal.
Or gal. I need a young gun, really, in this group. So I will pick. You know who I think would do good with this group? I'm gonna go with Sammy Guevara.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was like, why don't you take Sammy? That's why JPJ and I are on the same level. I was like, nobody took Sammy Guevara as a young gun. That dude is good.
Yeah.
He's like 23.
Yeah, he's still really, really young.
Yeah, he's still stupid young.
That dude's done more at 23 than I've done at 35.
I also think I could have easily, I could have easily done MJF as kind of the leader in this group too,
I was thinking
Adam Cole.
Too.
Like I think Adam Cole's perfect for it, but I think if I swapped him and MJF, I think that would be like incredibly good as well. You know,
like if you were gonna pick like an all heel faction, be like him, Jay White, and that's it.
No,
I would do right now. I would do Roman as the heel. Like this heel Roman, I think would be like in the all heel faction. I think, but
Yeah,
that's not bad.
no angle because Britt Baker's the greatest champion Pittsburgh's ever seen. Facts. Hot take.
Wow.
But it's not undisputed.
I don't want to talk about Pittsburgh anymore. that?
Can we have an all
I-
Pittsburgh
I
episode?
think we
That'll
had
be the
it.
week. I'll let you know when I'm on vacation, and then you can have your all Pittsburgh week.
What a sad
Oh,
penguin.
Oh my god, the Penguin. Here's the thing. It's really just the Steelers. It's really just the Steelers of why I hate the whole city of Pittsburgh is because of just the Steelers. The Penguins, obviously, they're not my favorite.
Be nice to
team.
fellow Canadian Chase Claypool, though. We love him. Okay.
He's a good player. He's a
Who
good
went
player.
to Notre Dame?
Oh, did he? Well, so
Yes, he did.
no, he had a really good year last year. Of the current team, besides their quarterback, I don't really hate anybody on the current team of the Steelers. Just in the height where they were trash talkers and thought they were as good as the Patriots and never were, and things like that. And they were dirty players. I didn't have time for it. Joey Porter, dirty. Hines Ward, dirty.
Dirty.
Hate Hines Ward. Oh, he'd kick the shit out of me, but I think I'd charge him if I saw him in public.
Kyle's
But
trying to get back into your good graces.
Yeah.
thanks, Kyle. Thanks. Next week, if I ever have you on the show, you better not say one word about Peyton Manning. You hear me? You hear me? I will boot you out of this stream.
Yeah.
faster
Archie
than you
Manning
can
was the
think
best
about.
Manning of all time, by the way.
I hate all the Mannings. Eli can go suck it too. How about that? How about that?
Have you
Eli
have you
can
seen
go
the little
suck
one
it.
that's coming up now?
Yeah, he's probably going to be better than all of them.
Oh my God, is he disgusting good?
Yeah.
Whew.
Anyway, God. All right. Oh, man,
Disgusting.
I can't do it. I'm heated. I'm heated.
So
heated.
easy. So
I'm heated.
easy.
Yeah, I have to disagree. I always thought Eric Lindros was the biggest crybaby in hockey.
Yeah.
It's fair. That's fair.
Then again, he was kind of being more broad in sports in entirety. I mean, there's a lot of candidates there.
He
I
was
think-
crying before he even played in the NHL. It's like, I don't want to play for the Nordiques. Man.
Yeah. I mean, Crosby is.
This has been my favorite show.
Why? Why?
Because you're fired up, and I love.
I don't. When people speak nonsense, I don't have time for it.
No, and I was.
I don't have time for it.
I love a fired up JPJ, so that's a plus. And I said we started tonight with literally like a blank canvas, and we've ended up just talking Eric Lindros on a wrestling podcast on a wrestling network.
Well, this is yes, we are on Love Wrestling, but we have always said that we're
Right.
not. Yeah, it is the center of what we do, but we are very talented individuals. We can talk about a lot of things.
Should we all just point to the center over here and just like become unison? Like right where
Oh, I got. Oh, there. I
right,
can't
right
do it.
there. Yeah, there we
How do
go.
I point? I don't. know
Why
how to
can't I
point.
do it? I can't do it. I can't.
It's so difficult.
Oh,
My arm's
God.
getting sore. Do
Yeah.
it.
Kyle says he's a diehard Wings fan. That's so you had a good run there for a bit, but it's been tough lately.
Oh.
That's been tough lately.
He's
Yeah,
a
they-
he's a bandwagoner.
At least you're not a Toronto Maple Leafs fan.
Kidding. Kyle is a diehard.
I mean, at least you're
Wings
not a
fan.
Montreal Canadiens fan.
Who's a Montreal?
Ugh.
I've got a Montreal.
It's
fan.
funny that you're like, oh yeah, like Brady's the best. He has the most ranks, but Canadians, no, and they've won the most championships.
I was-
in the NHL.
In hockey, they have. Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
a
But
French
they haven't
Canadian.
won one since the Oilers
I
have been
am.
in the NHL. Just saying.
Can we talk about the top 5 cool runnings moments? That was a question that we didn't get answered.
Yeah, when
Or the show goes on.
yeah, no, I like the part where the egg makes it through the crash. That's my favorite part. That the egg is still.
It's the beginning, the Sanka push cart crash. Sanka, you dead? The moment when they're the montage. The montage.
The number 5 is when they all fall.
No.
Yeah. When they're all
Yeah,
holding-
because it brought them
That's
together.
that's number 1.
Number
Yeah.
1 is when they finish or when they cross the line.
Yeah.
yeah, and they're holding
Yeah.
up, and everyone's they have the slow clap.
What do you guys think Spencer would give us? Like, how much do you think he would give us for a budget if we did an all Cool Runnings?
I don't know, but I'm sure it'd be a neat one.
Listen, I'm gonna.
That's not nice.
It'd be effing neat, man.
That's not nice. Oh, there you go.
Oh, they're still here.
I was actually going to say nothing. I think it would give. He'd be like, "Yeah, you guys were not
Nothing.
going on that night."
It would be a dark match episode.
Yeah,
It's all right,
Non-
guys. I just
It'd be like the
worked
non-
100 hours in 10 days. I'll fund this.
Yeah, it'll be like one of the lost tapes. They'll be searching for it, like that Bret Hart match with that jobber one time or whatever. They'll be searching
Tom
for it for
McGee,
years.
Tom
Tom
McGee.
McGee, yeah. They'll be like, "We ever hear about that Between Two Beards Cool Running episode?" That's a thing of lore.
See
The
now,
lore of it,
that's
you know what I
the Love Wrestling. That's not Spencer saying no. I mean, if we can talk to Alice in accounting, maybe she can move some funds around. Because I'm going to
It
make
did say
happen.
Dash Spencer though.
Did it say Dash Spencer? It did.
And I have
don't know
all
how
the
to
respect in the
read.
world for
I don't know
Tom
how to read.
McGee. I just did not remember.
Don't worry, Coach. I can't
Sorry.
get my helmet on.
The scene where they're like, "Why do you have that poster, that Winter Olympics poster up?" And he's like, "Oh, is that what's bothering you?" And he tears it down. And then the scene where he's in the bathroom and he's like, I'm a man." That's a
Tell
good
me
one,
what
too.
you see.
Tell me
I
what
see
you
pride.
see.
I see
That's
power.
there
I
it
see
is.
a
There.
badass
who
mother
don't take no
who
shit
don't
from
take no
nobody.
shit from nobody.
And that's how I feel right now, Spencer. We're making this happen. I'm a badass mother. I don't need a budget.
This is
Watch
definitely
along.
making the next highlight reel.
Oh boy! All right,
The episode 22 highlight
the high right.
reel.
All right. On that note,
Oh, it is
We're gonna
10.
get
It's
the hell
almost
outta here.
10 o'clock. We
we're gonna get the
appreciate
hell out of here. Jesus. Parrish, Joe, thanks for running in and
Feel
joining the
the
show
rhythm.
tonight.
Feel the
But-
rhyme. Get on up. It's
This
between
was a
two
cool
beers time.
running.
It was a cool run. Yes. So
All
now,
right.
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be the heel here.
We got
See
a
you
door.
later.
Oh,
Joe, love you. See you later. All right.
All right.
So
back to reality.
I want to thank Parrish and Joe. That was fun. That was a lot of fun. We didn't do that again.
You can catch those two on Blowing Off Stream. They do
Yeah,
the Sunday
the Saturday
brunch.
weekly reacts that we've been doing for a couple weeks
Mhm.
now. Blowing Off Stream. I believe Joe said he might even be on the brunch this Sunday as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun.
There you go.
Pluggo, man. As we get out of here, anything to plug or anything to talk about? Any last things before we get out of here? And as they say here, remember, we will be rating CFG streams following tonight's show, which will be in just a few minutes here.
Awesome.
Great
support.
guys. Once you hear the intro music, hang on, and we'll be going over there to join them and raid them. There's a great group of people over there.
Absolutely.
All right, Pluggo.
Nothing to plug it. I just now all of a sudden have work I've got to do. I got to get the Cool Runnings watch along going. I got to get the NFL preview special going. I got now music special. We got a lot of things in the works here between two beards, baby. Plus we got a lot of stuff going on at the Wordsmith this week. Get ready for Word Slam.
Word Slam Part 2.
Check out the War Report we did last night. Check out the War Report they did Tuesday night for NXT. Power Out was funny because it wasn't really a
Yeah, it was
episode.
but
it was there. We got a lot of awesome stuff here at Love Wrestling. You never know when you're going to see me pop it, but on a stream here and there, I definitely try to get it in as many as I can. Other than that, I'm here every Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. with the shenanigans that is Between Two Beards. You know that.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, you know where to see. I'm not even going to acknowledge that comment. So you're not going to say a friggin' word, Pluggo.
He did.
Right?
He did play baseball, though. He was drafted by
He was
the
drafted by
Expos.
the Montreal Expos.
No,
Yeah,
fact.
that is true. He did
That's a
play
fact.
baseball. He was drafted by the Expos. And then he was like, no, I'm good. I'm going to go become the greatest athlete to ever live. Anyway, so on that note, yes, War Report we do on Tuesdays for NXT, Wednesdays for AEW. Me and Pluggo here every Thursday for you, usually at 8:30 p.m., except for the occasional 8 p.m. start when we have Quizplex going on. Next week, I can't announce it yet, but we are going to have a special guest for the whole show with us. We're going to do a SummerSlam preview.
I don't even know who it is, guys.
Yes, it is. Yes, you do. I told you.
Dude, just go with it, bro. I do know who it is, but I was trying to build up suspense.
Sorry. Anyway, I'm too riled up. All these people in the chat with their nonsense. I love them, though, but God. Anyway, so, yeah, we're going to have a special guest. We're going to have a full SummerSlam preview. And then I'll be getting on a plane the very next morning to go to SummerSlam to finally meet in person with Spencer and have a weekend full of craziness, debauchery, wrestling, booze, all sorts of things. Anyway, I'm not even looking at him. I'm not even looking at him.
We love all of you.
We do. We love everyone
Make sure
here.
you follow us on Twitter at B2Beards. That's the show page. That's where we drop all the news, information, draft results, all that fun stuff. Let's get that popping. We're at 49 followers. We need to get to that 50 mark because
50. We need to get to like that 5,000.
Well, yeah, but let's
go.
let's incrementally start small.
Yeah. No, but yes, B2 Beards at B2 Beards on the Twitter. Please follow us. We have, bearded wrestlers of the day. We were doing a countdown for SummerSlam. We do all sorts. So that's where we put the polls for who wins the draft so we can decide who's doing them on the following episode. So follow us there. You can follow Pluggo at Pluggo_. You can follow me at Joseph_Poulin Jr. For Pluggo, for Parrish, who joined us, for producer Joe behind the glass, I am JPJ. Thank you for joining Between Two Beards. And until next time, peace out.
Peace out. Enjoy CF streams.